And welcome back to News Talk. This next segment and this future discussion we're about to have will contain some troubling and graphic descriptions of violence against women. It will not be for everyone. Something awful, unspeakably, tragically awful is happening to women in the Democratic Republic of Congo. As columnist Bob Herbert in the New York Times reported recently, hundreds of thousands of women have been gang raped and mutilated by marauding militias and rebels. The brutality has been going on for years with fairly little notice from the Western press. The perpetrators of these crimes in many cases are from neighboring Rwanda. Few see an end to the violence in sight. Joining us now to talk about the situation in Congo are Kambale Musavuli, he's spokesman for Friends of Congo, and Nita Avell, she's with Congo Global Action. Thanks to both of you for coming in. It's good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
For folks who are coming to this issue fresh, who don't know anything about what we're talking about, tell us what we need to know.
Okay. Well, people need to know is all this started after the genocide of Rwanda. I don't know if people remember that awful event happened in 1994. What happened is the refugees and part of the people who committed a crime in Rwanda moved into the Congo in 1994. And those people now, after so many years, are living in the Congo, using the mining sectors, making money out of coltan and cassiterite, and now terrorizing the population. And this is a problem where we're having right now.
Congo is a very resource-rich country, and that in part has drawn these rebels into the country, so they're benefiting financially.
Absolutely.
But talk about these grotesque and horrible attacks that are taking place on women of all ages and young girls.
Yes, the rape is done as a method to displace population. As you put in context where you have a person being brutalized in a community, the population will shift and move from those locations. As you look at those villages and cities, those are areas rich of mineral. And this has been the central reason of the conflict in the Congo, where different proxy militias need access to the minerals that's in Congo. And thus, the cheapest way to displace those populations would be to brutalize them to ways you can describe. Those are not the normal rape you hear of, that destroy the reproductive part of the woman so that they cannot have more children. They also kill people in public. Also, the men are being raped as well, and children. So we know it's a form of humiliation, intimidation, and also a method of mass displacement of the population in the area rich of minerals.
The United Nations Secretary General is in the region now, and he's trying to encourage whatever positive things are happening right now, and you know, focus attention as broadly as he can on this issue. What needs to happen? I'd like both of you to talk about this, but Ms. Avell, you first. What needs to happen now?
Yeah, specifically what needs to happen is the MONUC, which is the peacekeeping mission in the Congo, they need to have a strong, they already have a strong mandate, but they just need to apply that mandate that allow them to engage militarily against the rebels and all those people in order to protect the people. And that's not happening. We really need the Secretary of UN, or the United Nations, to really make sure that the peacekeeping mission have that bold move to protect the population. That's one. Second of all, we need the United States, the UN, and everybody else to really push Rwanda and Uganda, because it's in both sides, to really push them for inter-dialogue between the Hutus and the Tutsis who committed genocide in Rwanda, to have a dialogue so that those people at least can go back home. And in Uganda part, the Lord Resistance Army, who are the Ugandan rebel, to go home, or at least to go away from the Congo, because those people are creating chaos. It's unimaginable what they're doing to the people. It's a whole community that is terrorized. I mean, after the rebel rape and kill the people, the other groups, like sometimes the Rwandan army, the RPF, come and attack the civilian, saying that they are supporting the rebels. It's a vicious circle that makes always the population, the civilian, on the battlefield, especially the women and the girls, because those are the most weak population that have nobody to protect them. The Congolese government, it's really weak and have no political will
and there's something
to do that.
And there's something so sadistic about this rape campaign that's underway right now, making boys rape their mothers. The physical violence, you have families, villages, everyone physically harmed, psychologically wrecked. Can you even begin to talk about helping these people deal with what's happening to them along those lines?
Absolutely. We have people on the ground that do deal with that. We have a few hospitals that we can speak of, Panzi and also Heal Africa in Goma, that deal with child soldiers, people, victims who have been raped. But we have to understand that until the conflict ends, we will continue to see those things. So the challenges that are at stake, as Nida has mentioned, of a policy that needs to be in place. I believe the United States government is in a very good place to stop the conflict. It's been going on for 12 years with 6 million people dead now. What President Obama could do is to also have a special envoy to the Congo to address the issue. Not only that, we know that we all benefit from the resources of the Congo with the mineral called coltan that is found in our cell phones. We can ask Congress to create a caucus that will talk about the Congo, because Congo's problem is a world problem. It's not only an African problem. We can also put international pressure. We saw that it has worked. Canada, Netherlands, and Sweden has put pressure on Rwanda and stopped financial aid. Now we are waiting for the United States and Great Britain to do so. So aggressive diplomacy will stop it, because we know the belligerent, we know Rwanda and Uganda are plundering the mineral resources in the Congo that benefit all of us. Without the Congo, modern technology will not function. So we can continue to do so, and I believe peace will come to the Congo.
Phone lines open if you have a quick question or comment and wish to join our conversation now as we talk about the rape and brutality campaign underway against the people of Congo. Our number here is 703-387-1020. Afternoon viewers, dial now so we can put your question or comment through. Again, the number here, 703-387-1020. You looked like you had a comment you wanted to add on.
Yes, and what I wanted to say is you can see the immediate result of a strong diplomacy, because when the United States stood up and told Kagame to stop supporting Kunda, the Tutsi rebel in the Congo, right away he did stop. He arrested Kunda, the CNDP were dismantled, and you can see how a strong diplomacy from the United States can work right away. It didn't take 2 days. It took one phone call to get it done. And that's why we're asking the United States to take that bold move, to pick up the phone, to tell President Obama. And one thing he kept from Chicago is his BlackBerry, which is a coltan Congo-made instrument. You can pick up that BlackBerry and call the two countries who are American allies, Uganda and Rwanda, and tell them what he thinks and how they have to stop supporting that rebellion that's going on in the Congo. That will save thousands of lives in less than a week if that happened.
Are either of you optimistic that this new president will have African issues broadly on his radar in a more sustained way than others have? Especially
President Obama regarding the Congo. When he was a senator of Illinois, he did a lot for the Congo. He passed bills in the Senate to actually talk about sexual violence in the Congo. He wrote letters to both President Bush and Secretary Rice at that time to tell them to pay attention and help the issue of sexual violence in the Congo. So he knows the story. He's familiar with what's happening to the women and girls in the Congo. So now all we're asking him is to make his world to practice. All we're asking is a special envoy, a special bureau that he advocated for a long time in Goma, so that this thing can stop.
We have a call I'd like to squeeze in if we can. Line 1, Demise, I hope I'm saying that right. Demise in College Park, you're on the air.
Yes, my name is Demis. I'm from High Point High School. I just want to thank the speakers for coming on. It's great that people are actually coming out and speaking about this great silence issue that's going on in Africa. I just want to also say that High Point High School is also holding an event on this Friday, actually, March 6th from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a free event. We're trying to get the word out. We're trying to get awareness out, especially with the mineral coltan being in the Congo, and 80% of the world's coltan comes from the Congo, and it's also being used in cell phones. So,
where can people get, Dennis, where can people get more information?
You can actually, we're going to be emailing different media broadcasters, and so we're hoping that the entire community can come out.
All right. Send that to me at bruce@news8.net, and we'll get the word out later in the weekend prior to your event, of course.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good luck with your event. Thanks to the two of you for coming in and speaking with us. I hope you'll come back again and give us updates. This is an issue that flourishes more when people don't know about it, and that's probably been at least a small part of the problem. So thank you very much for coming in and sharing your views today. It's been great having both of you with us today.
Thank you.
We'll take a break.